If you're okay with her, image being on Instagram, is that okay? It's just her They were what, 8 months old?
go on a small march with a song together. And so I am going to pass the floor. It might be a mic, it might be just a big powerful voice to Barb.
More bubble. You want some help?
You don't need it.
Check.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's even better. We're going to spell peace.
Peace at home and peace at school. Peace the whole world round. P-E-A-C-E. 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 Peace the whole world round. Peace at home and peace at school. Peace the whole world round. P-E-A-C-E. 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 Peace the whole world round. One more time. Peace at home and peace at school. Peace the whole world round. P-E-A-C-E. 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 Peace the whole world round. There is nothing like singing for peace. These are some songs by good friends of mine. That's by Ruth Cullum. And this is by Susan Salvador. I've got peace in my fingers.
That's the loudest it goes.
Okay. How about that? Is that better? Okay. You sing after me. I've got peace, peace, peace in my fingers. Watch what I can do. You sing. I've got peace, peace, peace in my fingers. Watch what I can do. I've got peace, peace, peace in my fingers. I'm gonna give some to you. Got peace, peace, peace in my fingers. I'm gonna give some to you. I've got words, words, words in my head. Watch what I can do. You sing. I got words, words, words in my head. Watch what I can do. I've got words, words, words in my head. I'm gonna talk things over with you. I've got words, words, words in my head. Gonna talk things over with you. I've got love, love, love in my heart. Watch what I can do. I've got love, love, love in my heart. Watch what I can do. I've got love, love, love in my heart. I'm gonna give some to you. I've got love, love, love in my heart. I'm gonna give some to you. Thank you, Barb. Another round of applause for Barb, everyone. Hello. Hello. Right. My name is Eliane Farhak. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a local organizer at an organization called Take Action Minnesota, and I am a mom of little Sylvia right there, and an aunt of little Rita right there. And I'm so glad to be with all of you today. This has been a hard month, and it's been a beautiful month. And I'm so glad to be here in community with all of you. Before we start, I want to make sure we keep on starting in a good way. We started with song, calling for peace. And I also want to make sure we acknowledge the land that we are on. We are on the ancestral lands of the Dakota people. I am wearing a jingle dress t-shirt. For the Anishinaabe people, the jingle dance is a dance of healing. My people are Lakota, and we share this land with the Anishinaabe people. And it is important to acknowledge the land that we are on, and know that we do this and we come together in community for justice here and justice around the globe. So as we act here, know that the things that we are doing here make our lives better here, make our communities safer here, bring us into closer connection here, and have an impact for folks on lands all across this globe. All right, I got 3 things to cover before
we hear from some speakers and go on a little march. I'll say a little bit more about me and my story and why I'm here later, but hopefully you can stick with me until I get to do that. First, it is really important that you are all here, and it's so important that little ones are here with us too. Who, before we got started, popped some bubbles? Anyone pop any bubbles? Bubbles? All right. I chased some bubbles, but I didn't catch one, so maybe later I can do that. I'm going to give the plane a second to go by. Has anyone ever been on a plane before?
I have.
Oh, all right. Very cool. Very cool. Takes us far away. And is this anyone's first protest or rally? Anyone? All right. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. These types of events are ways that we come together with one big voice to call for something that we want to see different in the world. The second thing that I want to cover is to let y'all know, like, you do you. So we'll have lots of things to do. You can chase some more bubbles if those get going again. We'll be singing and chanting and marching and cheering. And if any of those things sound good to you, please do them. And if they don't sound good to you, no worries. Just watch along. The important thing is that you're here, that we're in community together, and that you do what feels good and right to you. Cool? That sound good? All right. Okay, last thing. Let's talk about why we're here. So this thing we're doing right now is called a protest rally. Can anyone tell me what that is? Yeah?
Hello, everybody. So, what I think, I know what a protest is, but I don't know what a rally is. And I'm in 5th grade, so I probably know a lot more than you little ones. So, what a protest is you know how a lot of people do like a lot of bad things, but like it's like for those people who are doing even more badder things and still haven't been went to jail. Think about it. I have stopped at eating McDonald's even though they were so good. They taste good but soggy. Now I hate them because of their fundraising for bombs.
That's right.
Nobody likes bombs now.
Right.
No one likes bombs.
So yes, a protest is like something that like a lot of people like march down the street and saying for it to stop.
Thank you. Can I get your name?
My name is Mustafa. I'm in 5th grade in Glacier Hills.
Right. That is what a protest is. It's people coming together, and a rally is just when we're standing. The march is when we're moving. So you got it. You got it. It's people coming together and getting our voices to be big and loud to demand that things change. So thank you for telling us and sharing what a protest is. And, you know, the thing that we are here today to protest and to demand change around is that there's a really big fight happening in a place called Palestine. Physically very far away. We need to take one of those planes to get there, but very close to many of our hearts and to many of the people that we love and we call our own. And we're here today to come together with one big voice and say, stop the fighting. And yes, stop the fighting! Stop the fighting! We're protesting those bombs. We're protesting the fighting, and we're saying it's time for it to stop. And when countries are in big conflict, the thing that we can say when things are really bad is ceasefire. And so the thing that we are coming here today to say, we're saying many things, but our biggest call with our biggest voice is to demand a ceasefire now. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! And the truth is that our voices matter, and it's really important that our littlest voices, kids from 5th grade and younger and older, are here saying what the change we want to see happen in the world, and demanding a safe place for every single kid here in Minneapolis and around the world. And you all are powerful and amazing and beautiful, and thank you for being here. All right, so we're going to hear from some speakers, and we'll just get right into it. So the first speaker today is Becca Tilson, a member of Jewish Voice for Peace. Rebecca, a big round of applause.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Becca.
How's it going? I actually am just the backup speaker. This is Noor Pearl Tilson Shadid. All right, Noor has some special messages she wants for you. Okay, Noor, wait. So, Noor, tell them what we do on Friday nights.
Shabbat.
We do Shabbat because we are
Jewish.
We are Jewish. Thank you. That will make me cry. So part of our deepest expression of our Jewish values is to say ceasefire now. So Noor, tell them the word Baba means dad in Arabic, and tell them where your Baba's family's from.
Lebanon and Syria.
Lebanon and Syria. So Noor's Shinto, her grandfather's house, faces Israel. It's like just meters. It's very, very close to Israel, and his family has been terrorized by the IDF for a long time. Noor, tell them where your best friends, Hallel, Alma, and baby Rafi, where are they from? Where is their Abba from? Israel. And so we also have beloveds who are part of the movement for justice and free Palestine in Israel. There are lots of Israelis that want a free Palestine in Israel, and I want to say that, and I want you to see them, and I want us all to partner with them because they are working really hard and also at high risk. So you've met us now, so you all know people who are Jews who are fighting for a ceasefire and for a free Palestine. And you all know Arabs who are fighting for a ceasefire and a free Palestine. You know Noor, so you know people who have family who are seeing rockets flying into their space. And you also know people who love Israelis who are fighting for ceasefire. Okay. I want to tell you that I'm here with 4 generations of my family. One is a puppet. Myself and my mom, who you got to see sing. Thank you, my mom, Barb. And this is my great-grandma Meridal puppet. And now she is your great-grandma Meridal. You get to claim her because she's an ancestor of movement. She's an ancestor of Minnesota movement. She was a badass. So here's some of the things she said. So you know the public mic where you say it back to me? You don't have to, but if you want to, say some of these quotes back to me. This is some of the writing that she wrote. Okay. Thank you, Sheila Bean, for being Grandma Meridal today. So she said, she was born in 1900. That's 1900. She died in 1996. I got to be with her for 20 years of my life. And she said, "We come to kiss where borders disappear." Will you say that with me? We come to kiss where borders disappear. This one's long, so I'll say it, you say the end with me, but it's my freaking favorite. We must look to our inheritance both as memory and as future, rushing back, demanding action. So I'll say that again, and then you say demanding action with me. We must look to our inheritance, both as memory and as a future, rushing back, demanding action. She said the light returns on no enemy faces, but on the communal chorus. And she said none of it was true about our enemies, we have none. Mamas have never birthed enemy faces. So I got the honor of getting up to be here because I got the honor of going to DC and being arrested in the first week for Ceasefire with 400 Jews in the rotunda of one of the congressional buildings. And it was really incredible and also kind of boring. Like, it was all the things. And we were singing in hope and prayer. We bring ourselves here for hours and hours, and we got arrested. And if you don't know what arrested is, it's like, you know, like our friend, our comrade, the 5th grader said, like, people do bad things and sometimes the police take them away, but sometimes the police take them away because they do the right thing.
That's right.
And so if you want to pretend you were arrested for a march, you can put your hands behind your back like this. And that's what I was like for hours. And that's what I was like for hours like this, with my hands behind my back. And I was feeling pretty like, what was I doing here? Like, I came all the way here, my baby's in Minnesota. I don't think that this mattered that I was here. And I was standing in line for hours, and we were singing from Jews to Palestinians, from the book of Ruth. Your people are my people. Where you go, I will go. And then we got on the bus, and somebody came from Jewish Voice for Peace, the organization that brought us together, and she said, while we were standing out there for so long, I heard what our impact was, and she told us that all the news stations covered our protest. And she told us that people all over the world saw what we did. And I just cried, and I cried, and I cried, and I cried, because I did not know that was happening. So that's the other thing I want to say to the young ones here is, like, it's sometimes, and to all of us, sometimes you don't know if what you're doing matters until you do it. So I want to end on a little rainstorm. Have you ever done a rainstorm? Will you hold this for me while I do the rainstorm as I need my hands? Thank you, my sister Molly. So we're going to make like this stuff. First of all, let's have one person. Will you, Ali, make just by yourself, just make this sound. Just Ali, make this sound. Ali, can you hear it very well? No. How about all of us make it? Oh, wow. That's the sound. That's the sound of the winds of truth right there. So now, Ali, we're going to hear from Ali speaking, so I thought he'd be okay having a little attention. Will you make this sound just a little, just little snaps? Oh, you can't hear it. Let's all do it. Yeah. Okay. That's little drops of resistance, right? That's the storm coming down. Okay, now let's have little tiny rain. Yeah, okay. That's a rain of organizing, a rain of people coming together. Okay, how about this? We are all not alone.
Yes, we are not alone. We are together and we are strong. And we're going to hear from another speaker with that message, Ali Hanai from American Muslims for Palestine.
Hello everyone, thank you for being here. My name is Ali and I am a Muslim. My faith teaches me that if there is any injustice, if any person is hurt, that I should help them, no matter who they are, and I should do everything that I can to help them. So if this person is near me, I can help them directly by protecting them, by stopping the fighting, by giving them medication, food, and water. But what about if the person is very far away from here? How can I help them? Well, I can help them by amplifying their voices, by telling their stories. So that's why I'm here. And I thank you for being here and for protesting for them and for helping them as well. Okay, so I have a question for the young ones. Do you know what Gaza is? Have you heard of the word Gaza? Is it a food or a game or what is it?
It's a place. Oh, Venus. Wow.
Hi, my name's Jessica. So Gaza is it's a place. Yeah.
Thank you very much. That's yeah. Gaza is a tiny city in Palestine. I have another question. It's an easier question. Trust me. So if there was no electricity, what are things you won't be able to do if there were no electricity?
Shout it out.
Watch movies. They went over here.
Light.
Turn on lights.
You wouldn't be able to contact people.
All great answers. Thank you, everyone. So, did you know that before this fighting started, there was no, people of Gaza only got 4 hours of electricity every day. And since the fighting started a month ago, they had 0 electricity since then. So, they are not able to have internet, they can't charge their phones to contact their families or relatives. If it's cold, they can't turn on the heater. If it's hot, they can't turn on the air conditioner. Refrigerator is not working. So there's no electricity for an entire month. So they are living not a fun life. And also, did you guys know that the water that we use to clean the dishes, to cook, and even to shower, in order for us to clean that water, we need electricity. So the water in Gaza is not clean because people don't have access to electricity, and because they are forced to use dirty water, they get sick as a result of that. So that's one of the things that they are going through. Also, since the fighting started, many children and their families, they had to leave their homes. So they are no longer able to sleep on their comfy beds. They are no longer able to stay at home. They need to leave their home and find a safer place. So that's one of the things that they're forced to do. And so I thank you, all of you, for being here, for listening to their stories and for amplifying their voices. And so today we learned about what the meaning of a protest is, which is us gathering here, talking about what's happening there, demanding a ceasefire, demanding the bombing to stop, and demanding the fighting to stop, and for people to have access to food, water, electricity, and to be safe in their homes, and to live in peace with each other. So this is one type of protest, which is us coming together, talking about them, and amplifying our voices. if only one person was talking about a ceasefire, if only one person was talking about demanding for this to stop, no one would listen to them. But we're all here together to demand order. And so our voices are much stronger when we are united. And as our friend mentioned earlier, another type of protest is called a boycott. So a boycott is when you decide not to support any company that benefits from all of this injustice. So if you go to a store and maybe you see two different toys or two different types of candies, and you know that one toy is made by a company that benefits from this bombing. So you decide not to spend any money or not to buy any toys or any candy that benefits from this, and only choose the stuff that support justice and peace. So that's another type of protest. It's called boycott. And so I'm going to end it here. I'm going to keep it short. I want to thank every single one of you for being here, for listening to their stories, and for demanding justice, and for protesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ali. So I'm going to invite Janthi up to lead us in a song.
Peace and blessings, everyone.
Peace and blessings.
My name is Jayanthi. I do music at Walker West Music Academy and throughout Minnesota. And it's my honor to be here with you today, especially to lead you in a couple of songs. And it's important for us to remember that we are somebody. How many remember Mel Reeves? And how Brother Mel Reeves would say, I am somebody. I am somebody. I am somebody. That's right. And as somebody, close your eyes real quick and think about other people who want the ceasefire too. Think about other people you know that are very peaceful. Who is a good example of peace to you? Who are the people who have been your teachers? Who are the people who have been your guides of how to be a good person? Think about them. And with you thinking about them, it's almost as if they're here with us too. So we have so many more people here than we can even see. Okay, so I'm going to teach you this song. It goes, I am not going alone. Your turn.
I am not going alone.
I carry my people in my bones.
I carry my people in my bones.
I am not going alone.
I am not going alone.
But if you listen, you can hear them in my soul. And if you listen,
You can hear them in my
soul. That's it. I am not
going alone.
I carry my people in my bones. I carry my people
in my bones.
I am not
Going alone.
And if you listen, you can hear them in my soul. And if you listen, you can hear them in my soul. I am not
Going alone.
I carry my people in my bones. Carry my people,
In my bones.
I am not going alone.
I am not going alone.
And if you listen, you can hear them in my soul. And if you listen, you can hear them in my soul. I am not
Going alone.
I carry my people in my bones.
My people in my bones.
I am not
Going alone.
And if you listen, you can hear them in my soul. And if you listen, you can hear
soul. And if you listen, you can hear them in my soul. If you listen, you can hear them in my soul.
Beautiful. Soon and very soon, we are going to change the world. Soon and very soon, we are going to change the world. Soon and very soon, we are going to change the world. Now or never, now or never, we are going to change the world. Soon and very soon, we are going to change the world. Soon and very soon, we are going to change the world. Soon and very soon, yeah. Soon and very soon, we are going to change the world. Now or never, now or never, we are going to change the world. Justice is ours today. Justice is ours today. We are going to change the world. Justice is ours today. We are going to change the world. Justice is ours today. We are going to change the world. Now or never, now or never, we are going to change the world. No more babies hurting. We are going to change the world. No more babies hurting. We are going to change the world. They need our love. No more babies hurting. We are going to change the world. Now or never, now or never, we are going to change the world. That's right, that's right, that's right. You know, the way that I was growing up, you keep that horn going, I like that. Yeah, keep it going, I'm going to banter a little bit. Okay, but the way that I grew up was that, you know, if you really wanted something to happen, you had to have some belief, you had to have some faith about that. And so we're standing in that faith, right? And we're not giving up, we're not losing our hope, and we're not going to be deterred, and we're not going to be downhearted about it. We're going to try to keep our hope alive and our faith alive and really believe together that this is real. Please believe the song when you sing it with me just one more time, okay? Here we go. Soon and very soon, we are going to change the world. Soon and very soon, soon and very soon, we are going to change the world. Soon and very soon, we are going to change the world. Now or never, now or never, we are going to change the world. Now or never, now or never, now or never, we are going to change the world. Now or never, now or never, we are going to change the world.
Thank you, Diane. I have a little friend up here. Helper, can you help me? I don't know. Unclear. Okay, we are getting very close to beginning our march, and we've got two more things to do. One is to commit together to continue to take action for a ceasefire and to change the world, and then to practice some chants before we start marching. So this little one here on my hip is my daughter, and we heard from a little girl earlier named Noor. Her middle name is also Noor, and Noor in Arabic means light. Can you all say Noor? Noor. If you didn't know an Arabic word, now you do. Yeah. You okay? No, you're not okay. Some hard stuff happening in the world. We named her Noor because, no. You want to work with me here? No, you don't. No, you don't. You okay now? Can I keep going?
You want me to get her?
You want to go to Deb? Yeah. We named her Noor because we believe that every child born in this world has a light inside of them. And every person in this world has a light inside of them. And my deepest hope and prayer for my kid and all of our children is that we change this world to be one where their light can shine as bright and as warm and as beautiful as it is meant to be. And too many things in this world are getting in the way. And I got into organizing, I mentioned earlier, I'm a local organizer. I got into organizing because I was in Lebanon visiting my family once when bombs fell from Israel. And very similar experience of being scared about, will we have enough food, and will the electricity last, and can we move safely? Were the same questions we were asking ourselves. That was in 2006. It's 2024, and we're still asking ourselves those questions. And what's happening in Gaza is so many times worse than what my family and I experienced in Lebanon. But none of it is okay. And we are here today to keep on raising our voices bigger and stronger and louder every day until we change the world and live in a peaceful world where every child has the brightest light shining, every person has their brightest light shining, and we are never worried about if we are safe or if we have enough food or if we're going to be able to move to school or to a park or the playground in a good way. And so we have to keep raising our voices, and there should be a action piece of paper. I don't know what we're calling it. A piece of paper with lots of things to do is moving through the crowd, and one of the things on there is a phone number to call our senators. We have two senators, Senator Amy Klobuchar and Senator Tina Smith. There are lots of people in positions to make a difference right now. They are two of the biggest, they are two people in the largest position of power that we can influence. They are representing us. And they are supposed to do what we tell them to do. And we are telling them to call for a ceasefire. And so we need everyone here today, no matter how old you are, to commit to calling Senator Klobuchar and calling Senator Smith every day until they come out publicly for a ceasefire. Who can commit to that? Yes. All right. You can call them on the march and have them hear the noise on their voicemail, or you can call them tomorrow. You call them anytime. Anytime. Call them anytime. Okay. Now we have committed to continue to take action. We are going to practice some chants, and then we are going to hit the road, but not to leave, to march together. So, who is leading us? All right, you guys have some chants?
Great, thanks everyone. Let's get our three chant leaders up here, Jeff, Jen, and Liz. You guys got it. All right. So yeah, like you heard today, we're here the loudest when we all say things together as one, right? So we're going to practice chanting, lifting up our voices really strong together to say what we want. So why are we here? What do we want? Ceasefire, right? That's what we want our first one, right? So Chef is going to lead us on that first easy one. Here we go.
What do we want? Ceasefire! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Ceasefire! When do we want it? Now!
Alright! Excellent! Okay, so let's try two others. So folks, there are some chant lists going around. So the second one of the reasons we chant, right, is to make sure that we're getting a message across. So we can tell ourselves, connect with each other, and the people in power what we really want and why we're there. And another reason is also for solidarity, right? So we're here in Minnesota, we're in Palestine. Quite a ways away from here. Alright, so we're here in Minnesota, but we want to show our solidarity that we support the kids and families all the way over in Palestine, because everyone's supposed to be free and live their lives, right? So this one, we're going to do a repeat after the chant leader. So Jen's going to start, and then you all are going to repeat Jen. Go for it. From Minnesota to Palestine. From Minnesota to Palestine. Kids all want to live their lives. Kids all want to live their lives. From Minnesota to Palestine. From Minnesota to Palestine. Kids all want to live their lives. Kids all want to live their lives. Right. So now we can try it where one half is doing the first one. Sorry. From Minnesota to Palestine. And then this half is going to have kids all want to live their lives, all right? So you have to be louder, ready? From Minnesota to Palestine, kids all want to live their lives. Minnesota to Palestine, kids all want to live their lives. Minnesota to Palestine, kids all want to live their lives. Minnesota to Palestine, kids all want to live their lives. All right, you guys are awesome! Okay, the last one. This one, we're going to use words liberation and occupation. The liberation basically means freedom. We all want to be free, right? And occupation means a group is controlling a group of people and their land, and they don't have freedom. And that's what we're trying to change for Palestinians who are living under occupation. So we all want to be free, right? So we want to lift up liberation. We're going to say, yeah, yeah, when we talk about liberation. And we want to push down occupation. So boo, boo about occupation. All right? Yes.
Up with liberation.
Yeah, yeah.
Liberation. Yeah, yeah. Down with occupation. Boo, boo. Up with liberation. Yeah, yeah. Down with occupation. Boo, boo. Up with liberation. Yeah, yeah. Down with occupation. Boo, boo. Up with liberation. Yeah, yeah. Down with occupation. Boo, boo.
All right. They're excellent. You ready to march? Yeah. Cool. So we have a band. We're going to march with you. We're going to alternate a little bit of music, a little bit of chanting, and just add some variety. So Eliana's going to tell us how to get started. What do we want? When do we want it? Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we
to live their lives. Kids all want to live their lives. Kids all want to live their lives. Kids all want to live their lives. Hold it up really high. Hold it up. I still want to live lives. That's become a symbol
What do we want? When do we want it?
now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
Now. What do we want?
Ceasefire. Now. Ceasefire. Now. Ceasefire.
Now.
Ceasefire. Now. Ceasefire. Now. Woo! Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want? Ceasefire. When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Ceasefire.
When do we want it? Now. From Minnesota to Palestine, kids all want to live their lives. From Minnesota to Palestine, kids all want to live their lives. From Minnesota to Palestine, kids all want to live their lives. From Minnesota to Palestine, kids all want to live their lives. From Minnesota to Palestine, kids all want to live their lives. From Minnesota to Palestine.